Welcome to Freedomfully, where we explore living fully and aging gracefully.
Hello, and welcome back to Freedomfully. If you think gardening is just for the warmer months, think again. Today, we're bringing the garden indoors with a fascinating and delicious project, growing your own mushrooms. It's easier than you think, and it's a perfect hobby for a curious retiree. Growing your own mushrooms is a wonderfully rewarding experience. You get to watch these amazing organisms grow and change right before your eyes. Plus, you'll be rewarded with a harvest of fresh, gourmet mushrooms that are far more flavorful than anything you can buy at the store. Many mushrooms, like shiitake and lion's mane, are also packed with health benefits, from boosting your immune system to supporting brain health. The absolute easiest way to get started with growing mushrooms is with a pre-inoculated mushroom growing kit. These kits come with a block of substrate, like sawdust or straw, that has already been colonized with mushroom mycelium. That's the root system of the mushroom. All you have to do is provide the right conditions for the mushrooms to fruit. Oyster mushrooms are one of the easiest varieties for beginners. Your kit will likely come in a bag. All you need to do is cut an X in the side of the bag and mist it with water a few times a day to keep it humid. Place the kit in a spot with indirect light, like your kitchen counter. In about a week, you'll start to see tiny mushroom pins forming. From there, they grow incredibly fast. In just a few more days, you'll have a beautiful cluster of oyster mushrooms ready to harvest. Shiitake mushrooms are another great choice for beginners. They often come as a dense log of compressed sawdust. To initiate fruiting, you'll need to shock the log by soaking it in cold water for about 24 hours. Then, place it in a humid environment. You can create a simple humidity tent by placing a plastic bag with some holes in it over the log. Just like with the oyster mushrooms, you'll need to mist it daily. Soon, you'll see little shiitake mushrooms popping up all over the log. Harvesting your mushrooms is easy. Simply twist the cluster at the base to remove it from the block. You can often get a second or even a third flush of mushrooms from your kit. Freshly harvested mushrooms are incredibly flavorful. One of the best ways to enjoy them is to simply sauté them in a little butter or olive oil with some garlic. The taste is out of this world. Growing mushrooms isn't just about food, it's about slowing down and paying attention. Each day, as you check on your kit, you start noticing things you might otherwise overlook. The delicate fuzz of mycelium, the subtle change in color, the tiny pinheads forming that will eventually burst into full mushrooms. It's a reminder that life unfolds slowly and on its own schedule. When you engage in this practice, it's almost meditative. You watch, you nurture, and in return, nature rewards you with growth. There's a kind of quiet joy in the simplicity of it. A rhythm to misting just enough, adjusting the light, observing humidity levels, and learning patience as your mushrooms take their time. You realize that not every stage of growth can be rushed, and that waiting can be its own reward. This mindfulness practice doesn't just benefit the mushrooms, it benefits you. Studies have shown that tending to plants, even small fungi, reduces stress, improves mood, and increases focus. And mushrooms, with their rapid growth cycles, offer instant feedback on your care and attention. There's a tangible sense of accomplishment when you see the first pins, the small fruits, and finally, a full cluster ready to harvest. Imagine sitting with your tea or coffee each morning, taking a moment to observe your little ecosystem. You notice how the light shifts, how the air smells after misting, and how tiny changes signal big transformations. In that moment, you're fully present, connected to something living, and reminded that small actions, like a gentle spray of water, can create meaningful results. Part of the joy of growing mushrooms is sharing the experience. Have you ever grown your own mushrooms? I'd love to hear your stories, tips, or even challenges in the comments below. Maybe you discovered a hack for faster growth, or a favorite recipe you can't live without. Your experiences help everyone in this community learn and grow. If you're new, don't be intimidated. Join online groups, share photos, ask questions. There's a supportive global network of mushroom enthusiasts who love to help beginners. It's amazing how a shared hobby can connect people across continents, creating friendships around the simple act of nurturing life. And if you're looking for more projects that are fun, sustainable, and inspiring, like this one, subscribe to Freedomfully. We explore hobbies, health, travel, and creative projects that make retirement, or any stage of life, more fulfilling. Thanks so much for watching and sharing this little journey with me. Growing mushrooms is more than just a hobby or a way to get fresh food. It's a reminder of patience, attention, and the magic that happens when we care for living things. From a small kit on your countertop to a colorful, delicious meal, the process is incredibly rewarding. And the best part? You don't need a garden, a lot of space, or fancy equipment. All you need is curiosity, patience, and a willingness to try something new. Remember, life is meant to be lived freely and fully. Small hobbies like mushroom cultivation are not just productive, they're joyful. They remind us that even in winter months or quiet times at home, we can create beauty, connection, and nourishment. So, here's my challenge for you. Pick a small project this week, nurture it with attention, and watch it grow. Share your progress, celebrate your wins, and don't be afraid to learn from your mistakes. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep growing, both your mushrooms and yourself. Live with freedom fully.